Guys! Guys! I can't hear myself. Hey, what's going on, guys? Kree-lam-othGame coming live, playing Call of Duty. Hold on. Okay.
You have your orders, strike team.
Alright.
Investigate the site. Contain the threat.
So, I think where we left off, it was, I believe, Inferno has gone full nuts, fully outraged, and now we are here. So where we left off. Alright. And also, guys, I'm gonna be trying to do this from the head.
This is quite the Charlie Foxtrot. Nazi experiments, dimensional gateways, the undead. Shit, it must be Christmas. We should buy lottery tickets.
Sources say this place is ground zero. What's happening around the world right now? It all started here. Team, find a way in.
As our heroes are walking around Ironclad, we see they are confronted by the murder guild. Jen looks at starts to wield her souls. She swings Soul Stinger at one of them, instantly killing them. Ludwig readies Soul Reaper, but Inferno tells him not to use it, for he knows that the path of his first kill would lead to countless others.
Infected threat removed.
As I look upon them, all I can think about is who the kids are looking at, and who the kids think is their father. Because they still believe that I'm their father. Not their father. They believe that Chris is the father. Now, there is one. As I start to tell Inferno, you must tell him what's gonna happen. You even said that using not. I don't eventually I know what I am. I'm not supposed to be here. As Inferno looks upon Revan and Ludwig, Shira, Patroclus, Wither, and Richtofen. The characters are kind of like, what's next? Like, what do we do? What do we do? Inferno gets the smart idea to lead them on to something. Now, as he was looking, Inferno's thinking, Should I reveal the truth? Should I tell them about my fat? Where I'm going? What I'm going to do? Or do I keep them? One. There's only one.
Throwing incendiary.
Is he ready? Is he ready? He is safe. The darkness, silence, and power and pain.
That was efficient.
Okay, fair enough. With a nod, understanding his decision. Inferno, what you're doing is what you're about to do. This is for the betterment of your presence. You brought the darkness. The blood sacrifice. Do you remember about
Dropped another walking corpse.
Not before I drown this place.
Hey, eyes open. Sigan didn't suggest anyone else at the site. Looks like our intel was right on the money. Omega Group equipment strewn everywhere. They did something here, and it opened the portal. Is that your assessment, Mr. CIA?
Pretty much. My contact then got himself killed trying to provide additional insight. Project M Station was a Nazi experiment gone awry, abandoned in 45. The Soviets found it soon after. Blew it up. We'll know more once you get the power on.
Tells the kids. The only way to get nothing. You know, like this universe is a new protected life. That's true. Send him back to the place of life.
Spilled your brain bucket.
He's always had.
I'm just getting started. Undead Tango down.
Good person. Do not let this darkness consume your souls. This is not what we want. This is not what we want. Your soul is needed. You will die
Dead man.
It's driven. What would have happened?
Throwing Semtex.
My world. This place.
Decoys out.
You are protected. Away. Kill him.
One less screen.
But I've accepted it. I've moved on. Worlds have died. Come this
Decoy. I took a hit.
No. Fuck. There we go. So yeah, as our characters continuously walk and fight, we finally get to the final stage. Fight. Months have passed leading up to this moment of triumph. But now, the journey is at an end. Erebus is together. The journey has begun. Now, it is time for the shadow. It's time for Shadow Rev to be unleashed. Though he did not know that it would come to this, though he did not see that it would be this way, he, along with Dr. Monty and all of those that have gone to the ether, he's at peace with it. As Inferno lets out this guttural yell of rage and this blood scream, he looks at his son. He looks at his son and says, "It's okay. I'm free. I'm free finally. After years and years of fighting, I can finally rest. Everything I fought so hard for, everything I fought hard for, will simply cease to exist. Despite all that I've done, everything I fought so hard for will simply fade away. Now and forever, worlds, wars, light, beginning and end, Alpha and Omega. This is the end. This will be the end of Inferno's quote unquote, this will be the quote unquote end of this Inferno story. Now, as Inferno Guttural lets out this as he starts to laugh so maniacally, so twisted by the corruption of the darkness, of the dark ether. He sees a light. He sees a light in his head. He sees everything that he's ever done. As the memories fade, as memories flash before his eyes of what he has done. As he is finally, as he looks and sees the finality of his life. He sees Revan. And he tells Erebus to work together. And he tells Richtofen to shut the fuck up. As Richtofen is explaining everything to the team about the darkness and about the dark ether from his old memories, Inferno just really just doesn't want to hear him. He's like, fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Richtofen. Then the fight that demands another sacrifice. A fight that demands a sacrifice begins. This is Inferno's bout. This is his life. Here we go, all again. Now and forever. This is now and forever. Inferno looks at his son and sees that he, along with everybody else, is finally ready. As they charge at him with all their weapons, all their training that they have done, it has finally led to this moment. Inferno doesn't even try to fight them. He simply lets them kill him. A finality as he but Inferno did have a trick up his sleeve. One or two. He sends his consciousness into the interwebs of the network. And his soul, finally at peace, tells Revan to not let the hate and the anger grow within him, but to accept this and learn from this experience. As he tells his son one last time, as he tells his son that this will not be the end, just a new beginning. He looks at his son one last time and says goodbye to him. Revan lets out this as Revan holds his dad, holds his father in his dying arms. In his arms, dying. Revan lets out this guttural scream of rage and anger, relenting himself to the darker half. Shadow Rev has been unleashed upon this world. There is a dark... This is what I have been wanting. Freedom at last. There is only one thing left. Blood. Darkness. I shall drown this world in both. I'm going to kill everyone in this world. As Revan sees that he is finally, Revan sees what he is becoming and sees to punch. He punches Richtofen in the face as hard as he could, sending him flying back into a wall. This is the point. Revan's pain, his suffering, all of it's not ending. He looks at all he's done. As Jen, Ludwig, and all the others try to comfort him, he lets out this rage. He lets out another barbaric scream. And he starts to mercilessly attack his family. They are wondering what. They're wondering how to calm him down, keep him from going too far. And Jen gets an idea. She uses she grabs Soul Stinger, whips it, like flings it at him, telling him, and my own pronunciation can't do this justice, so I'm gonna do this along with a few things. Jack. Alright, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something into the mic, and also I'm kind of doing a video as well, so this also has to do with it too. Get over here! And now, Jen flings it at him, telling him to get the fuck over here. She pierces his soul and piercing the soul. Now, as Jen, Ludwig Jen begins to find a way into his soul, try to split him off from his darker half. And in a way, she does. She finds a way to release some finality. Beginning and end. First and last. Alpha and Omega. As Revan lets out this guttural scream, he yells at the heavens of why his father had to be taken from him. But in his mind, he hears his father say, "Don't let this become of you. This is what has to happen." I read it in the Canorium. Now and forever, beginning and end. I am at peace. I have transferred my consciousness into the interwebs of wherever you go next. I am with you, as I have always been. I am a part of you, Revan. Yes, you may have been linked. Your darker half may have been taken out of you. But you are still connected to the darkness in the world, in this reality. Now, go on. Live your life until you are needed. Next. Besides, don't you have a girlfriend to go see? Everyone has a life now. Ludwig has a girlfriend finally, after we've all been making fun of him for it. We're tough, and I don't know what to think about him. Like, seriously. I still kinda hate him. But Jen and Ludwig, Jen did the right thing. Severing your darker half from your light side, from your normal half. Yes, your souls are combined. Your souls are one. He is you and you are him. Your souls are now linked together. However, he cannot know where you are. However, he can just remember the events. Now, as we close this chapter of, and now as they exit out of the soul art part of the soul art online arc, we begin with Heroes and their journey and their future journey. We begin with their future journey. The date of the game has been cleared is February 22nd, 2038. Well, 2039. Yeah, because it's been 2 years. We will the Aetherverse Story will pick up. However, it's going to be a few years after the events, because they will have matured enough. They have gone to college. Richtofen has a doctorate now. He is a doctor. He is now Dr. Edward Richtofen again. Ludwig is a doctor, so make of that what you will. Jen has taken up a residency of fighting, she has taken up martial arts, judo, taekwondo, taekwondo, and she has also learned how to use a variety of weapons. So that might help, along with soul caliber, with the abilities of the weapons she holds soul stinger. It's not just a kunai that she made with, she forged it with a soul, so it will basically, she can use whatever version of a weapon it wants, she desires. As we close this chapter of this new universe, we will see a new world. This world is finally free of the corruption of Inferno, the darkness, now and forever. But something worse always comes. Not only did the darker half of Revan escape, but darker versions of all of Heroes has become into existence. And they only want one thing: their lives, their souls. And as I look at as I, the writer of this story, look at Jen, Ludwig, Amelia, Amber, and Samantha. Samantha looks at me with a somewhat knowing look, a knowing glare, and she acknowledges that the truth has to come out. Kids, I have something to tell you, I said. Yeah? What do you want to tell us? How do I explain this in the best way I can? And I hope you guys, I hope you two have at least watched or know what Star Wars is, hopefully, dear God. Yeah, we know the sequel trilogy was, yeah, of course we know what Star Wars is. Sequel trilogy was the best. Of course. Nah, I'm still, I'm your father. Wait, what? And that's what we're gonna end the video. That's what we're gonna end it off with that big ass cliffhanger, and also Heroes thinking, what the fuck? Big cliffhanger. There's gonna be more. Tomorrow. Soul Edge, Soul Calibur, Soul Reaper, and Soul Stinger are currently being wielded by four individuals in the 7-member team of Heroes. Wither has gone to his home. Revan has told his mother that his father that he had to kill his own father. As we close this chapter, of the Aetherverse story, this is something fun, but just to leave you with a little teaser of what's to come. You have served thy master well. Your death was merely the beginning. Guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. I hope you guys liked that little teaser of what's to come, and also make sure you guys stay tuned for Die Maschine and some future zombie maps as well. So hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and also wrap your head around the little teaser I gave you.